Okay, so this is chapter 2, and okay, so we'll be talking about terminologies in DeFi. Of course, there are a lot of terminologies, but I assume I want to place this on a very simple level so that you won't get bored. And so, terminologies in DeFi. The first thing is blockchain. I've explained in the previous chapter, previous video. So, a public ledger which supports cryptocurrency, that is blockchain. All cryptocurrency works on blockchain. So we have different crypto, we have different blockchains. You understand? We have some crypto that works with multiple blockchain. We have some that only work with one blockchain. Now all DeFi protocols, at least all this website I'm showing you, all these, the one I showed you the previous video, which is Venus, they work on blockchain. They are placed on blockchain. And in the previous video I showed you the codes, right? So, for instance, now Swap is for Cardano, Pancake is for Binance Smart Chain, while Uniswap is for Ethereum. Now, so this Pancake Swap that you're seeing, this buy swap, this buy swap you're seeing is for Binance Smart Chain. This Misu Swap is for this one is for Cardano. So they are placed on the blockchain. Now, smart contracts, I've explained it in the previous video, a piece of code that if you do see smart contract in the simplest form is agreement. That is, when you input something, it gives you out something. So if you connect your wallet, it means you are giving me the output to take or spend your coins. Right? So consensus mechanism a consensus is an agreement in the blockchain in which every part of or more than half of the server agrees to add a new block. That is the meaning of consensus. Consensus means agreement on blockchain. You know, when you send coin from one wallet to another, maybe from your wallet to a friend wallet, that transaction is added to a block. You understand? Now, that block will now be added to the pre-existing block. If your transaction is fraudulent, it will not be added to the block. That means your transaction will not go through the type fail. There are some cases whereby your transaction will be let it go. No gas will not let it go. But if you're a crypto trader before, you understand what I'm saying. So we have examples of consensus mechanism. For instance, for Bitcoin, we have proof of work. So in proof of work, you work. That is why it is called proof of work. What is the work you are doing? They solve mathematical puzzles. That is it. They solve mathematical puzzles. That is a proof of work. For proof of stake, it means you have to stake to add a coin. So for proof of work, you have to work to add a block. For proof of stake, you have to work to add a block. For proof of stake, it means a node, you need to set up a node, a validator that will stake a lot of coins and you'll be able to add new block and take reward. So I'll show you how to stake with validators and you can make money. Of course, I stake with Solana validator, which is Liquidity. I stake Ethereum, I stake Matic with Solana validator, and yes, I get my coins in return. Okay, I get my rewards in return. Now we have liquidity pools. Now, have you ever wondered why you've ever been able to swap? Let me show you one. Okay, see the swap now. This start swap. Now, this works on this is a hybrid chess, right? Combination of the combination of centralized exchange and decentralized. It does the two features together. Now, let me show you. This is swap, right? It is because of the liquidity pool in DeFi that is enabling you to swap. If you ever go to maybe Pancake Swap before, you realize that you'll be able to buy your Ethereum with your USDT or buy them with USDT. All this happen as a result of liquidity. So you can say liquidity pool is the backbone of centralized exchange. Liquidity pool is a decentralized exchange that doesn't have liquidity pool will not be able to trade on it. And if it has low liquidity, you have ridiculous prices. You will not be able to trade at the real market price of your assets, which is a disadvantage to you. Okay, now that is liquidity pool. So they are created by investors who put their money into the liquidity pool in order to get a fee paid as trader, paid by traders as reward. They come in pairs, right? So what I'm trying to say in this course, I'll show you how to add liquidity pools. And I have pools I have deposited my liquidity into. I earn fees and other incentives. So they come in pairs. Not all liquidity pools comes in pairs, in 50-50 pairs. Some like core finance, like Balancer, you can be able to deposit liquidity into liquidity pools by in a different issue. Don't worry, I'll show you how to deposit liquidity. But I'm just trying to show you this definition so you get familiar with it. So you get familiar. Now, the next thing is automated market makers. Automated, see, all these definitions you are saying, they have their own complex uh, definitions. But I try as much as possible to ensure that I make it easy because if it is too complex, you will not get the idea. So if you need more complex knowledge, you need more technical knowledge, you can do more research. But yes, let's continue. So they come in pairs. So I can add liquidity, for instance, let me show you something. Let me show you. Let me show you how liquidity. Let me show you liquidity. Let me show you how it looks like. Now, in liquidity pool, you have to add two tokens. That is just it. You must add two tokens. You can't because liquidity is ability of an exchange or ability of an asset to be traded. Let me just put it in that easy way. But now money is the most liquid asset. Now let me tell you one thing. The reason why people use crypto as a means of exchange, the reason why people use crypto to buy and sell is because it has liquidity. Now let me give you an example. Assuming you go to a store now, you go with okay, you're a book, you're a bookstore owner, right? So you go into a bookstore now, and someone a trader can come to you and say, okay, I want to buy your book, but I have a book in home, and the book he has to give in exchange for your book that you are selling. The book worth 5,000 naira. Okay, it's worth 5,000 naira. Another person come like, okay, I have 4,000 naira here. I want to buy that same book that the person that comes with the book is offering for you. I'm very sure you'll be able to. You easily buy you usually collect the money you want with the cash because cash has enough liquidity. And that's the beauty of crypto too. If a crypto doesn't have liquidity, then have you ever wondered why you have some coins in your wallet that are never able to sell because there has no liquidity? Okay, so this is a pair of liquidity. Now, this is a pair of liquidity. Now, this milk slash other means you need to add milk and other into the liquidity. That is, you have to deposit the two. Now, let me show you. Let me show you. When you click on add liquidity, you can see now. Because I don't have any milk here, because I don't have any milk here, it won't go through. So if I'm adding one milk, let me say if I add 10, if I add 10 other here, you can see that the equivalence of 10 other is 3 milk. That means I must have 3 milk too. And my share of the pool is 0.01%. What if I put 100 or 1,000? So my share of the pool is, that means if I'm adding liquidity to this, I have to deposit 1,000 other and 309 milk. Of course, there are incentives because you wonder that why would somebody put their money into a pool so that I can win? Yes, it is very, very possible. Now let me try and look. Okay, in the next one, by the time we get to adding liquidity, I will show you more. Okay, so in this case of this one, I must add 100 ADA and 309 milk for me to be able to add this liquidity. So I'll just click on add and I'm good to go. And this fee is one of my rewards, right? So the reason why people add liquidity is for reward. You know, if you are trading on decentralized exchange, they take a fee. Now, this fee is being distributed to all liquidity providers. That's their incentives. So that's the reason why people add liquidity. An extra reward. There's a project that will give you fees from traders. They'll still give you their coins. It is really, really beautiful. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Now let's go on. So automated market maker, sorry, allows traders to buy and sell using algorithm that dictate how expenses something should be. The constant algorithm is x times y equals to 3. Sorry, I'm going into maths, but I don't want to be too technical right now. I just want to be easy. I don't want to be technical right now. So the next one is impermanent loss. Impermanent loss. Now, there is permanent loss, there is impermanent loss. You can picture impermanent loss. Okay, let's assume that you created you bought a token. Just an example, you bought a token and that token dip. But token is still your wallet. Currently, that means currently you are experiencing impermanent loss. That is, unless you sell your asset at loss, that is when your loss is permanent. Same thing with liquidity providers. Impermanent loss is the unrealized loss that occurs when your share of liquidity provider becomes unable to their original positions. This only happens to liquidity provider. I will show you how to mitigate this loss. Okay, now let me show you something. For the case of this milk, for the case of milk, if I'm experiencing, let's assume that I'm depositing 1,000 either year, 1,000 Cardano year, 309 milk. Now let's assume that I've now deposited it there. After like 5 minutes, no, not 5 minutes, after like a week or 3 days or a day, I go back to my share of liquidity provision and I can see that my 1,000 ADA is now 900 ADA. Or no, don't let me say 900 ADA, it's now 950 ADA. And this 300 milk is now around 309 milk is now around 300 milk. So that 50 ADA that I lost in liquidity pools and the 9 milk I lost is my impermanent loss. Now it is impermanent because when the price of this asset goes up in units in the liquidity pools, they can rebalance itself. That is, my 950 others can still get back to 1,000 others. But if I actually remove my liquidity, if I remove my liquidity in this case, that means what? I have impermanent loss. But if I leave it and uh, allow the share of my pool to be exactly the amount of unit of tokens that I deposited into it, then there is no loss. So in this guide, I'll show you how to mitigate loss. Now, yield farming, we have block pools. Of course, when you buy coins and you are not able to sell it again, that's your pool. When you buy coins and you just like there are a lot of, I'm very sure if you're a crypto trader, you have heard of block pools before. So it means when a crypto developers dump the portion of their tokens, remove liquidity or run away with investors without delivering their promise. At all points in time, all crypto traders will have bought a rock coin before. I have been a victim of rock coins during my early days in crypto. That was in 2020. So yield farming is the process of putting your cryptocurrency in the most optimized spot to get extra cryptocurrency. It is more of gambling. Sorry, that is the Degen farming. Sorry. So yield farming is a process of putting your cryptocurrency in the most optimized spot to get extra cryptocurrency. The essence of this course is to teach you how to gain more value cryptocurrency via yield farming. Now, there are a lot of series of yield farming, such as liquidity providing, we have staking of liquidity pools token, we have the lending, we have the borrowing, we have the. Now let me show you one that I'm into currently now. 180 coin. So let me just leave it here. Why it's good, I'll come back to it. So DJ farming. Now for the yield farming, you know, most people just have their coins in their wallet. It is not doing anything, and it is actually decreasing in value. People are sad. But with yield farming, you tend to earn more coins that are valued. That means you are making more money. You understand? So it is very, very safe and better than you just leaving your asset in your wallet. You can actually let it work for you while you are free. So like instant now for last month, with all my yield farming tokens, all my yield farming, I earned close to $40. And I told my students in my school, yeah, yes, so this thing works and it has been working for a very long time. But I just feel like it's okay. It is that time I show this opportunity to people too. Now, DJ yield farming, I don't advise people to go to DJ because it is the track about it is a scam. Please note, yield farming is different from DJ yield farming. Yield farming gives APR, they gives a good APY, and they are very, very legit. But you see DJ yield farming, it comes with a very high risk and high profit. It is more of them because when if yield farming protocols are giving 100% APY, digging yield farming can be giving 800, 900% APY. You can see that the risk is very high, so as the reward. I personally, I don't do digging yield farm because it is more of a risk and it's a scam. And I love to put my money in a place where I will be able to sleep at night, not the one that will be waking up 24/7. Now, vampire attack. This is when one DeFi protocols offer a better rate to steal and attract investors from another protocol. For instance, now SushiSwap, when they launch, they actually launch a vampire attack on Uniswap. That is, they offer higher rates to liquidity providers in Uniswap. And so people, liquidity providers in Uniswap, they remove their liquidity from Uniswap, they moved it to SushiSwap. And upon the launch of 24 hours upon the launch of Uniswap of SushiSwap, they have $150 million total value block. This is huge. Okay. Now the next one is what? Quadratic funding. If you are a crypto trader, if you have done Gitcoin before, Gitcoin is a way that you deposit your crypto to people and you give crypto projects that are struggling with funds, you give them money so that they can work. Now, it's a good way to run retroactive hedges. I've earned a very big retroactive hedges on quadratic funding this year. That is OP token, close to $1,000. Yes, that is it. DeFi rocks and it is a very, very good thing. Don't worry, you'll be exposed to a lot of things. Thank you. Till next time, thank you and be blessed.